Hello, Bonfire community. Jaishal here. And wow, wow, wow. We are so excited to be sat in front of you today, giving you this project update. First, I'd like to thank everybody for their patience, support, and loyalty to this wonderful token and incredible project. As many of you know, the Bonfire token was just released over 60 days ago, and we couldn't be more thrilled with the community support that we have received. We currently have over 330,000 wallet holders, and upwards of 16,000 people have already signed up for the soon-to-be-released social media platform. This is nearly unprecedented in the crypto space and is truly amazing. The past couple of weeks have been intense, to say the least, and this is normal for any tech startup. The key here is that whenever we have faced any stumbling block, the team has always been able to find solutions and become an even stronger unit in the process. At this early point in our journey as a tech startup, you, the community, are investing in us as people as much as you're investing in the roadmap. As we all know, Bonfire's value has been less than satisfactory. Most of this is due to the general downtrend of the crypto market, but our team bears some responsibility for not keeping the community completely up to date on our behind-the-scenes progress. We know this is important to many of you in the community. We want to make our community happy and give you the comfort in your investment. That has always been our goal. We understand this is a community-driven token, and the community will always come first. Day by day, week by week, I hope we are exhibiting the dedication, drive, and passion needed to make a project of this scale a success. As I'm sure you could imagine, these products have taken an immense amount of investment, and we need to protect them before we can announce exactly what they are to the world at large. Our attorneys are working on patents, trademarks, and other legal protections that must be in place before we can make any in-depth announcements. We absolutely have to protect our intellectual property, and we certainly do not want to release anything too early and offer these products to our competition. But rest assured, as I mentioned before, we are working hard and developing these products fully and completely, non-stop, beta testing them and getting them ready for a full release. I personally apologize that aspects like marketing have not been to the community's satisfaction. As explained before, we were not in a position to deploy our marketing. This all changes now, and more information will be given later on during this project update. I'm happy to say we are in the best position we have been in to date. Okay, so on to the first big update for you. And I'm quite excited about this. It's been a long time waiting, and I'm happy to announce after weeks of discussions, we have finally created our corporate entity. Hooray! What's its name, you ask? We have named it Kindling Technologies Incorporated. Whilst the community is always at the forefront of our minds, a successful company needs a corporate structure with facilities to produce contracts, form an HR department, to make decisions as a board of directors, and to employ salaried staff. After careful consideration, we have chosen to incorporate in the United States of America. This has opened up many more investment opportunities for us to successfully roll out our ambitious roadmap. It becomes a store for our intellectual property, patents, and copyright materials. The new entity website is being created, and once it's completed in the next few days, we will post links to that website showing who the corporate team is, what the roadmap and plan for the future is with regards to the corporate entity being behind the Bonfire token. We will, however, continue to operate from our office in the Netherlands. Community, this is great news, actually amazing news. And in many ways, now that the legal entity is complete, it is full steam ahead and nothing can stop us. I'm now going to pass you on to Andrew to talk to you about funding.
Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that introduction there and conversation around the entity. Fantastic. Look, one of the core reasons for the delay in today's project update is that we have been very busy negotiating and working through due diligence for a capital raising process with a venture capital firm in the United States. I don't know if you've ever been involved in venture capital before, the negotiations that entail it. It feels like you're hours away from something, maybe a day or two away from something. Then something comes along and it throws the whole thing back out of whack again and you start again. So it is quite a daunting process, and it is not for the faint-hearted. But with that, I now have the pleasure to introduce Climb Investments and advise that we have agreed to terms in writing, and we are only a couple days away from receiving our first tranche of funds. We're confident that this round of funding offers the ability for us to deliver on our roadmap plans for up to 12 months without compromising any of the very important community values that we hold dear. In fact, one of the main people at Climb Investments, Brad, is actually a community member and a token holder of Bonfire. So he is in it with us. He understands what we're doing, and he believes in it the same that we all do. So not only providing cash investment to us, but our venture partner of choice is able to also heavily provide inroads into several global markets. And this is one of the reasons why we're really comfortable to move with Climb Investments. Some of the markets they offer is around transactional entities. So they're a global leader in that transaction space. They actually transfer billions of dollars in US value. It's a really interesting story, and it's one that we will work with you over the coming weeks, and we'll give you a bit more updates around that as things come to fore. But definitely appreciate the opportunity to work with Climb Investments as we push forward through our roadmap. So I think you'll agree that this is quite a significant milestone, and I'd like to thank them for their professionalism throughout this process, and also thank my peers here at Bonfire for all of the late nights, dedicated, phone calls, video calls, and all of the other things that it's taken to get this particular opportunity over the line to give us all this amazing opportunity. While a few token holders have been generous in ensuring the viability to date of our fiscal exercises, it really is important that we proceed with this project now and work through this, institutional venture capital finance. We do not have a dev wallet like some other tokens. We don't take a slice of the investment that you make in the token. So we have responsibly ourselves effectively finance the existing operations with some of our key token holders. So it will be good to move into a direction where we can have a much more, official layout. So ultimately, this fundraising exercise demonstrates that we can do in days and weeks what it takes most companies or startups months to achieve. So look, keep an eye on Twitter, keep an eye on socials over the coming days, and we'll be officially announcing this relationship and introducing you a little bit further to Climb Investments. So with that bit of news out the way, and I will hand you over to Josh, who is going to give everybody a much wanted and eagerly awaiting update on marketing. Josh.
Yeah, thanks, Jay. Thanks, Andrew. So, I guess the most frequently asked question of all time for me personally is when marketing. Well, the answer is now. The marketing is being deployed as we speak, and we also have a very specific roadmap for the next 5 days, which we're going to deploy. And I'm so excited for you to kind of experience that as the community, as investors who have been here from the start, who can now see these plans, these promises come into action and take place. So first off, I just want to take a moment to say how much of an outstanding job you guys have done over the past few weeks. Maintaining an active crypto community, which mainly relies on sentiment, is really difficult. In the past 10 years, so many crypto communities, projects with great teams, great ideas, they vanished into nothingness. So for the fact that we've been able to weather this storm, it's really heartwarming. For all the community members, still active in the Discord, still shilling through Telegram, still tweeting their favorite crypto influencers, thank you so much, because we have a solid plan now and a series of marketing relationships moving forward. It isn't just talk. We've analysed the necessary steps at the A to B to Z, and now we're moving into that execution phase. So we've done the deep discovery into the business universe, what our strengths and weaknesses are. We've thought about the product, about what our brand profile can be, who are our ideal customers, what are our unique selling propositions, what are our goals as a company. And then this develops into strategy, which is the big picture concepts of how we'll deliver the right message and content to our targets, and how we'll achieve those. So We'll begin to implement actual tools such as display ads, SEO, social media, content marketing, print and broadcast, influencer advertising. But I know you'd rather get into kind of more details about that. I've mentioned these concepts before, but I've not been able to go into detail. So let's go into that. So with influencer marketing, we're going to be launching a whole series of micro influencers in the next few days to weeks. Deploying rapid growth-inspired collaborations, giveaways, and promotions across crypto, Twitter, Telegram, TikTok, YouTube, and this will be detailed, thought-provoking entertainment in collaboration with select influencers. It won't be random. It will be well researched. The engagement will be high, and then because of this, we can observe real-time results, and then we can design future campaigns based on these short-term results. And also, if we do a big marketing push in the next week, that's huge for our brand awareness. So another reason as to why influencer marketing is beneficial is that the impact ripples far beyond just one collaboration. So for example, every engaged Bonfire community member will amplify, share, and boost the content that we put out there. So combining influencer marketing with Google Ads, with billboards, with merchandise, it becomes a win-win cycle where the marketing generates more marketing, generates more marketing. So here's an exciting but kind of clear example of how the advertising funnel will deploy. So let's say we're working with an influencer who has 4 million subscribers, 1 billion views. We find a connection to the Bonfire principles and product purpose. We can, for example, design, mint, and promote and sell a one-of-a-kind NFT. And then this collaboration can be developed to maximize the exposure, sale, and action. The influencer can wear merchandise for the brand, promoting brand awareness. Our community can engage and interact with that. And then this can be documented in forms of PR and media. So again, it's about rippling Bonfire through the internet, through the digital space. Another way we can do this is through just business to consumer digital ads. We'll be deploying adverts across all the internet, so we'll be targeting people with high purchase intent. We'll be able to predict the traffic. We'll be able to control things like the time of day, the geography. So we'll be able to focus, the top 10 crypto cities in the world where people use and interact with exchanges, and we'll be able to advertise on these exchanges, on these services, and push people directly to our high quality landing pages. Which are connected to the Bonfire ecosystem. And a way to develop that business to consumer model is by attacking business to business. So one thing is we can target niche audiences with online campaigns. So we've been working closely with a data analysis firm for this, where we can target actionable leads by refining the audience down to specific companies and verticals. So if you think about a company like a financial company or a business company, a FTSE 500 company, we can target their employees at work or at home due to their connection to these interests, and then advertise Bonfire to them directly in a way which suits their investment interests. So it's not about promoting the next moon coin, it's about showing these serious professionals the value and the potential of Bonfire as a product, as an ecosystem. So we have the hype, we have the fun, we have the influencer marketing, but then we also have the serious investment focused business to business. This is Bonfire, this is what we're going to achieve and deliver in the technology space. But then we also have social media and the community. So social media in the community is the final nail really for Bonfire's success, because mobile devices are the major entry point to internet access in all markets across the globe. The engagement, the reach, the monetization achieved, it's near impossible to achieve that in traditional marketing. 3.48 billion people use social media. That's 3.48 billion potential customers. More than 40% of digital consumers use social networks to reach new brands or to research products. So we want to utilize that space as much as possible, both from platforming digital ads such as banners, animations, pre-rolls, but then also having a community which is just talking about Bonfire because they love what we're doing as a project. So that's the kind of the short term and how we're going to deploy directly with these ad agencies and with these influencers. But our marketing doesn't stop there. You know, this is the instant direct plan that we're executing now today. Over time, our content marketing strategy will include things like blog posts, print media, broadcasting on television, email marketing, education, merchandise, flyers, you know, NFT drops, viral social media challenges, newsletters. We'll release research and data, host webinars and events, and we want to build, you know, interactive content tools, and maybe even games for you. You know, the world is our bonfire because we can do anything that we want to with this community. So thank you. I think Jay now is going to talk a bit specifically more about the applications.
Okay.
Thank you, Joshua. So I'm going to move on to the Firestarter beta platform. It was previously announced that this may be delayed in our previous AMA, but great news. I am happy to say that we are on target to release the Firestarter Launchpad beta platform by the end of Q2, as agreed. Our design teams have been working tirelessly on the Firestarter platform, and I'm confident you will be satisfied with what you see. At the point of launch, I encourage all pre-launch projects to apply for an opportunity to be listed on our platform and to take advantage of our amazing community of investors. We will take the time to thoroughly scrutinize the projects applying, and our very first IDO will be an incredible project. I promise you that. When it launches, you will be given the tier list, the whitelist and qualification criteria, and these will all be given to you on the launch day, which should be end of Q2, so please get ready for this. I'm going to pass it over to Andrew to give us a quick update on the ecosystem.
Thank you for that, Jay. Looking forward to it, and obviously being able to see people and tokens applying to be a part of that launchpad. So as the product head for Bonfire, one of the places I can best demonstrate my value to this organization, to this token, is in leading our product and go-to-market exercises. Just to give you a background, I started working in the technology space all the way back in 1999, having founded my first software as a startup service back then. Before cloud was even actually a term that was used. We were application service providers back then. But since then, I guess I've moved into shipping numerous products, apps, platforms in dispersed global markets with millions of active users and some products that I'm involved in even today. So I guess this is what I will do here at Bonfire. This is the value that I add, and this is what I'm really looking forward to providing for you, our community members. So we have a team working on our beta platform at the moment, where we plan to bring new products to market and have the community experience and engage with those products and provide us feedback so that we can understand where they're up to, what needs to be done, what changes, how they're working, and so forth. So that's something that we've got working in the background, which is really exciting. And it's also important to mention that we're actually not just creating technology products, but we're creating a complete ecosystem or a platform that you will soon be able to engage with and start using. The username that you've currently reserved on bonfire.name will be your gateway to starting to use the Bonfire ecosystem. If you're not one of the 18,000 people, not 16 earlier, Jay, we're at 18,000. If you're not one of those 18,000 people who have already secured their name, jump over to bonfire.name now and go and grab yours before they disappear. So things will start fairly modest for our ecosystem and with only a few products initially based on our roadmap, our Q2 deliveries. Firestarter will be one, obviously, and a few other items on there, but we'll be growing that into other digital assets for Bonfire, such as our NFT marketplace and our cryptocurrency social platform as we start to proceed. And you'll be able to jump on there and move in and out of these individual products. I guess it is a testament to the hard work and dedication of our engineering and design teams. We've got some amazing people in these spaces. I know that James is working really tirelessly through this ecosystem, and Nathan through the beta platform. Jamie's doing amazing things in design. But look, it's not fair just to mention those guys. You know, everybody at Bonfire is doing an amazing job, all the way from people working behind the scenes to people working in front of you in the community areas. So look, it's a really exciting delivery that we have, working through all of our Q2 roadmap items. But we are meeting that head on, and we're really looking forward to showing you what we've been working on during our next project update. But without further ado, I shall hand you back to Jay.
Thank you, Andrew. I'm going to give us a quick update on the Chainlink situation and our NFT Founders Edition set that is due to drop. So Chainlink discussions are continuing. We now have our dev ready to start the integration process with them. We also have such a great relationship with Chainlink at the moment that we want to explore other avenues and other integrations using their products. So that's something we're ready to do. And they've given us the time and space to continue our progress. And when we're ready, we can resume conversations with them about other areas of integration. Like I said, or like we said on the last AMA, the Founders Edition set would be delayed on the basis that we want to be integrated with Chainlink's VRF protocol before we deploy it. The concepts have been finalized for the NFTs. They're ready to be minted and made. However, we are going to push back the release until we can ensure our product is fully integrated with the Chainlink VRF. And that's the best way to do it, guys. And like I've said, I've always stated this, I will never hesitate, and the team will never hesitate to delay aspects of our roadmap if they aren't to the standard we deem fit for our community and also for ourselves. And these are areas where we would delay them to increase product quality, the usability and security. And these are very strict rules we have set in place. So community, as much as last week we told you Firestarter was behind schedule, and today we're telling you we're back on schedule, things will change. And this is what you have to get used to investing in a tech startup. Everything we have promised will be accomplished. And we are fully confident we can give you everything we have said we wanted to, or we want to. The truth is, there are stumbling blocks daily. As things progress, there are issues. But the main thing is we get our heads together, we find solutions to problems, and we move forward. That might mean delays, but ultimately it's only to give you a better product, to make you more comfortable in your investment, and to ultimately turn us into this multi-billion-dollar global corporation and entity that we want. So it's all for the best for Bonfire. So please don't ever be upset with us. Things aren't perfect. A roadmap is a vision. Like I'm reminding you guys, it's a vision. It's not set in stone. It's something that we fully will accomplish, but time limits might vary here and there. I'm going to pass you to Andrew. He's going to go through a little bit of information about the app.
Thank you, Jay. And if I was going to buy one of those Founders Sets NFTs, I'd certainly be waiting for it to be fully running through the Chainlink platform there as well. So that sounds pretty exciting with the VRF integration. So our lead technology person, Will Parry, is enjoying time, as we all know, set up in Amsterdam. And he's spending a bit of time over there with Geordie, and they're working really closely together. And he's in the final stages at the moment of building out that Bonfire app, including the wallet. It's looking really fantastic, and a lot of the screens that you've seen floating around are designed in-house and looking really great. Thank you, Jamie. And they're actually of the most of the screens that you see are actually screenshots from the app, not just design templates there. So originally we actually worked through that as a native build for iOS. However, the decision has been made by Will to push that into a React native build. So he's been working away feverishly on that at the moment. But the good news is that we are on track for that to be completed for end of quarter, as is in our roadmap. And now that we have an entity set up, we are in a position to actually go through and add this to App Store and Play Store so that we can distribute the app into the hands of our community members and also new potential token holders who may engage with our app as a result of call to actions built into our beautiful marketing as applied by Joshua. So I might put you back over now to Jay. Jay, you're back on mute, Jay.
So I need to get better at that. Community, I'd like you to please head over after this session to our Twitter. Our very talented designer, Jamie, has released a Notion update, which is a great read. It will show you the kind of work going on behind the scenes, the design progress, and basically what Bonfire is going to look like going forward. So please stay here for now, but as soon as we're finished, just head over to our Twitter. We'll have a link there and give it a read. It's a good read. Andrew, pass you back over to talk about Canny.
Yeah, Canny, fantastic. Well, Canny is something I think we spoke about actually at the last AMA voice update. And it's something that was set up by Jason, one of our team members from Canada. We don't hold that against him, but he set up this Canny, which is at bonfire.canny.io. That's CANNY. And look, we've been overwhelmed with the number of people who've taken the time to visit bonfire.canny.io to offer feedback, ideas, support, criticisms of some of the things that we're doing, some of the products, projects, some of the different capacities that we operate in. But it's a really critical and impacting product and process where we can engage with you. You can jump in there anytime. You can put your thoughts in. It's a fantastic product for assembling the community feedback. And we've already seen a number of great ideas, product ideas, concepts come through that platform. And, there's a number of items that we've actually backlogged for our engineering. And there's even some items in there that we've already added to some of the sprint developments that we're working on. So, if you've ever got something to say, we get a lot of, messages to individual team people in our Telegram and people on Discord. And sometimes it's easy for those to get lost. And that's not to say that you shouldn't have those conversations, because it's great. We really love when you engage with our team. We've got probably 50 odd people out there doing amazing things on a daily basis. But if you do jump over to bonfire.canny.io, it just means that you're putting information into somewhere where there's a constant collated process that happens with that. So it's a really fantastic thing to do, and it's a great way to have your voice heard. So I'll put you back to Jay.
Okay. I'm going to take just a couple of moments before I actually pass you finally back to Andrew to expand on his thanks to the team. Me personally, I just want to say a big thank you to our community managers, our moderators, everyone internally in the team showing up each and every day without fail and putting their heart and souls into this project. I personally feel we have the best, most supportive, hardworking team who have never wavered in their dedication to our success. Like, we're so strong, and it's a miracle to this day that a team like this was able to be put together. It doesn't happen. Just like we're a 1 in 1 million community, the team being put together is also a 1 in 1 million team. These things don't happen every day. And honestly, it's a blessing that we have the team we have. It does set us apart from other teams. I just want to say that the close-knit community we have internally, as well as our close-knit community, we're going to stick together through this. And there are going to be ups and downs along the way. But what it shows me is we are here as a family internally, and we're working all towards this mutual goal together. Good or bad, we're going to get there. So team, please keep up the brilliant work. I know the hours you're putting in. I see it. I read it. I'm there with you. We all feel it. And let's continue, because we're on the verge of something so amazing right now. And we've unlocked all of the issues that were holding us back. And like this project update was called Takeoff, we are going to take off from now on. I'm going to pass you to Andrew just to say a goodbye and a few parting words. But for myself, thank you, community, and speak to you soon.
Thank you for that, Joshua. Appreciate it. Look, before I put any parting words, and Joshua, have you got anything that you'd like to say as a parting goodbye?
Of course, yeah. I just want.
You are on mute, Joshua.
Yeah, of course. I just wanted to say that, joining the Bonfire community, it's been one of the best things that's happened. Every day is a great day because I get to interact with a very large community who treat each other with respect, who have a great time. combined with that, I get to work on this project. So for me, it's like, waking up every morning. It's not waking up to work, it's waking up to have fun. And I want to keep that going forward, and I want to help push, Bonfire as far as I can for you guys, for the community. And I'm excited that finally, as of today, we can get started with that.
When marketing.
When marketing.
Thanks for that, Josh. Appreciate it. Look, I guess at this point in time, I'd like to just ask of the community, just please be patient just for a little while longer. The core team at Bonfire, we're well aware of the token's current price. The journey we're embarking on is one to deliver real world utility and value in spaces that we feel there is an opportunity rife for disruption. We understand that many of you are solely focused on the token price, and that's fair enough. And we take that very seriously. However, we genuinely anticipate that once our suite of products are released and we show true roadmap execution and capability, the Bonfire token price, it will respond accordingly to that. We're looking to build a long and strong relationship with you over months and years as we deliver further value to people both inside our community and outside our community. And we're more than aware of the financial reality that many of you face in the space at the moment, particularly after the market downturn in the middle of May. But we are working to provide true utility and opportunity to seize the best possible investment performance for your token. We're on the verge of something really special, really amazing. And every day I look at the things that the team are delivering, and I pinch myself because I think of the immense community out there that's about to enjoy some of these world-class products that just don't exist at the moment. And we've got to remember, we've only been at this for just under 2 months now. So what we're building, it takes time, but it's not going to take too much more time. But we are on the cusp of major announcements. We're on the cusp of some further partnerships that we can soon announce. And we're on the cusp of delivery of some really strong use cases. And again, we believe this is going to strongly bring the value into your holdings and provide amazing opportunities for the community and the broader market as a whole. So look, we'll provide updates as they come from our various departments in marketing, engineering, design, community relations. This going through our Twitter family of 50,000 people. We've got 22,000 people in our Discord, and we've got 35,000 people sitting in our Telegram. So we have a substantial number of people who have bought into the Bonfire dream, and we've got a substantial number of people who talk about it every single day. Our community is strong, you are strong, and we are strong together. So look, I'd just like to thank you all for your time this evening, and we hope that it's brought you some value as we give you a little bit more of an idea around what we're doing and what our future activities are. We appreciate your involvement, and we need you now more than ever to spread the word about Bonfire on all of the socials, particularly as Josh's marketing starts to evolve. We think our best days are ahead of us, and I'd like to thank you again, and stay cozy.